Hello there. Today I'm going to be going over this Peq 15. If I can find the name of it off Amazon where I got it from, I will put the link and the name of it in the description. But I just want to go over it and everything about it. So, starting off, I did get this for about $40 or $50. Maybe, yeah, probably like $60 at max. I don't really remember. I've had it for about 4 years. This time during these 4 years, 2 years of it has been on a spring gun. I will probably put up some photos now if I can. And then 1 year has been on or 2 years has been on an HPA gun, or not an HPA, an AG. Oh my gosh. So 2 years on a spring, 2 years on an AG, and then for this last about year so far, maybe a year and a month, it's been on this gas gun. So if you look at all my other videos, this is pretty much the only laser that's been on my gun. I did get this other Peq 15, but this one isn't as good, so I haven't been using it. So yeah, this is my Peq 15. So I'm just going to be going over reliability, function, and overall if it was worth it, and also like why I might be upgrading. So first is going to be function. So this did come with a bunch of laser covers on the things here, which on this one it did a IR filter on the light over here, which you could flip to the side, but mine broke off there, and then my laser cover also broke off. So you've got off, which this will make it, wait, nope. You can't discharge it at all. Next one is if you go back one from there, it does light. That's off. Forward one is light laser, like visible laser. Forward one from there is laser again. So that's pretty cool. And then this one is IR laser, which the phone can pick up on, but I can't see at all. So you can see that's IR right there. You can see because it's pink. Phone picks up IR, so that's pretty cool beans, but you can see it under nods, which is pretty cool. I don't know how good it is compared to actual lasers, but that's pretty cool. Also, this has a cool thing that I think this other Peq is missing out on. You have this other one on, there's no indicator, so if you're under nods and you have this on IR, I think. Yeah, if you have this on IR, okay, so I don't think this has IR actually. Yeah, it's just got a bunch of weird stuff. This one sucks. It doesn't have a button back here. So if you were shooting it under IR, nobody would know. But this one, if you discharge that laser, right? Green. This one's very tactile. You can hear that. It's tactile. When it switches on, it's full on. There's no momentary. There's no holding it. It's just click on, click off. And then if you switch modes while you have this thing on, while you have it on, it'll just automatically turn off. You don't have to turn it back on. It's got that green indicator on the back for if it's on. So that's especially useful under IR, so you can tell if you're using your laser. So far this has held zero pretty well. I did have a pressure switch in here. Pressure switches do work. I lost the one that came with it multiple times so far. But you use these two to zero it on these sides right there, if you're looking at them. And it's held zero. I have this about a 15-yard zero, the same as my optic, and this actually does hold zero. It does output out of the left side. There's no center fire, so that's also pretty cool. The way I grip this is like this, so I can pull it into my shoulder while having it on the Peq, and then if I need to, I can just put it on, take it off. There is some problems, like this battery compartment will come a little bit unsealed, which occasionally will turn off your Peq unit. I've dropped this gun. This Peq unit doesn't really fall out of zero. I don't think so. Yeah, and this is on the GBBR. This is on the CGS GBBR, if you want to see. So this gun does recoil a fair amount. It's a GBBR, so with airsoft attachments, having it last over 100,000 rounds on this gun is pretty surprising. So it is cool like that. Durability has been phenomenal. Other than that, sometimes it won't turn on and you'll have to hit it really hard, or if you're shooting it and this battery compartment back here comes a little bit unscrewed, you'll have to occasionally hit it to turn it on and then have to screw that battery part. That's what the most recent problem's been. But big reason why I'm switching is, look at that. It's rusting on the crossbolt right there that goes down. It's rust on the adjustment screw right there, rust right there. So it's there's a lot of rust. So that's not good. That's really one of the big reasons I'm switching, is because of the rust. Also, because the Peq 15 is a really old laser, is another reason why I'm switching. This is older than me, I think, and that's saying something. So yeah, I'm looking into getting, this is like a $50 optic or laser unit, and I'm looking into getting a NGAL. So I'm looking into getting a $100, maybe like a knockoff NGAL, knockoff MAL, like something like in that $100 price bracket, where I get IR laser, IR illuminator, Viz laser, smaller footprint, more features, stuff like that. So that's why I'm thinking about getting the MAL. But I would say, if you are just going for an airsoft gun look and you just want to have a Peq 15 on your airsoft gun, and you might do a little bit of occasional night shooting, I say the Peq 15 is perfect. This Peq 15, which I think is FMA, maybe. This Peq 15 is pretty good. And other than it rusting after being in the rain for too much time, there's been no really other problems than the ones that I've discussed. I don't know how much it weighs. It's pretty light. I don't really notice it on the end of my gun. It's plastic. It holds zero pretty well, and this is on a Daniel gun, so it's pretty good. So overall, I would recommend doing this. Free gun, but there's also some, downsides like I've already talked about. If I were to rank this out of 10, I would give it a 7 out of 10. For $50, it's probably the best laser unit that you can get. You probably shouldn't put it on a real AR, but on a gas gun, on an AEG, it's pretty good. And it does hold zero, and it is fairly bright. You can see it in daytime, not at distance, but you can see it. But in darker fields like Battle Labs, it definitely works really well. And at nighttime, it's pretty bright, so under nods, the IR looks good. So, pretty good laser unit. This is supposed to be a short video, so it's going to end it now. You guys have a good rest of your day.